Okay, so let's get into the business of the day. I think we've waited enough. Let's not keep the people who arrived on time waiting for too long. My name is Victoria. My students popularly call me Coach V. You can call me whatever you like, okay? And I'll be your host for this training today. I promise it's going to be an information-packed webinar. I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. As brief as possible. Okay. So if you're pumped, if you're hyped for this event today, please give me your favorite emoji in the chat. Give me your favorite emoji in the chat box. I can see those on YouTube. Hello, Shanice. Beautiful name. Give me your favorite emoji in the chat box. Okay, I can see that. That's lovely. Thank you. Your emojis are super. Ah. Okay, so let's jump in. For the benefit of those who just joined us, my name is Victoria Ezechuku Obia. I am maybe we'll talk about more a bit about myself in a bit. Okay, so let me share my screen. Please confirm when you can see my screen. All right, confirm when. Ooh, let me look for that. Confirm when you can view my screen. I'll be you can have a visual representation of what I'm talking about tonight. All right, so give a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Give me a thumbs up when you can see my screen. Okay. Okay, I guess we can see my screen. So it's the free some people call it virtual assistant webinar. Some people call it freelancing webinar. Some people call it the digital skills webinar. Whatever you call it, that's fine, as long as you understand the purpose of why we are here today. So what will we be talking about today? What will we be doing today? First, we'll talk a bit about my story, how I got into this whole freelancing, virtual assistance, remote work, how I began, right? How I stumbled into it and started my journey. And then we'll be talking about we'll be defining who a virtual assistant is or who a freelancer is, services that they provide, basic skills and tools uh, for the trade, and then some common problems that these people face, and step by step how to begin in this journey. You want to work online, you want to be able to provide services from the comfort of your home. Please confirm that my audio is loud enough. Somebody says your volume is low. Please give a thumbs up if my volume is okay. Someone says my volume is low. Okay. So it might be your network. If you're having network issues, you can connect via Facebook, via Zoom, and via YouTube. So just look for the one that works best for you and stay connected. Okay. So we'll be giving a step-by-step how to begin on this journey, what the things you need to do, the things you need to get, to get started. Okay, so let's jump right in. I already introduced myself. I introduced my name. I am a work from home mom. Some people say stay at home mom. Me, I work from home. So I'm a work from home mom. I am a top rated freelancer and I provide virtual services to clients across US, Canada, Europe, Asia. These are countries that I have worked with clients, right? And I'm the lead freelance coach at DJ Empowerment Hub, and we have a track record of helping people break into the remote job space with in-depth trainings, teaching freelance skills, and mentorship. So, for education, I read English language and literature in Ebonyi State University. I have a diploma in broadcast journalism from NTA TV College. I have a PhD in education. So I'm a teacher, I'm a tutor. And then I have several certifications in other, things that exposes me and gives me the right amount of experience and knowledge to be able to tutor people and teach, freelance skills with results. So how did I begin on this journey? How did I begin to work online? After finishing school, finishing the university, going to NYSC, serving my country, and then I moved back home to Lagos and I started working with in my family's organization. It was smooth, right? Just earning a little bit there. And then something happened. Something happened. I fell in love. And then love moved me to a new location, right? New people, new friends. Of course, I had to get a job. So in the process of trying to get a job, I began to, visit different offices, dropping my CV, applying for jobs. I know there was one particular day I took a vehicle, a cab, and I was combing around the city, dropping, I was even applying for internships and all of that. So after a while, I got my first job in a school as an assistant teacher. So teaching has always been as an assistant teacher, and I was to be paid 50,000. And it was good. That was in 2021. Which year did COVID happen? COVID-19. Oh, sorry. So that was in 2019. So I started that job, but then I realized the stress was not for me. So I quit, and then COVID happened. And after COVID, I got another job, still earning a poor pay. But what changed the whole narrative for me was when I had my first child. So after having my first child, I realized that this thing will not work. I have to get something that is really financially rewarding and also something that is flexible for me so I could also have time for my family, right? And then I stumbled upon working online. I started as a social media manager, helping people, posting, doing all of that. And one day I attended a training just like this that totally transformed my life. And when I say transform my life, I am not joking. It transformed my life. I began to take courses, I began to explore. And, after it all, I got a job paying me in dollars. Ha, do you know what it is like? So I got a job and it was beautiful and it has been beautiful ever since. So I know you can relate one way or the other. Maybe you can relate walking up and down, dropping CV here and there without the right knowledge, right? Trying to get a job. Maybe you can relate to getting married and moving to another location and then you have to start life all over. Maybe you can relate with working for peanuts, right? So somehow you can relate to my story. And I want to believe that you'll be taking home something really important tonight on how to begin, how to transform your life. And if you take it seriously, you're setting yourself up for success in 2025. Okay, so let's move on. Please pay attention. This thing I want to say now is very important. Pay attention. This class is not for everybody. This class is not for everybody. This class is not for you. If you are looking for a Ponzi scheme, this class is not for you. If you're looking for where you put 10 naira and you will get 2,000 in 2 days, I'm sorry, but this class is not for you. If you have no intention of investing in your growth, you don't have the time to invest, you don't have the resources to invest, even the mental, and capability and all of that, you don't have that to invest in your growth, then this class is not for you. You can just quietly just leave us. We understand. If you're not committed to learning and putting in the work, this class is not for you, because there will be a lot of learning to do, a lot of exploring, a lot of researching, a lot of research and all of that. So if you're not ready to learn and put in the work, then this class is not for you. Don't bother. If you are looking for a babysitter, someone who would, spoon feed you, I'm sorry, but it is a jungle out there, all man for himself. So the level of work you put in is the level of what you're going to receive. But if you're willing to invest in yourself, you're willing to invest in your personal growth and development, you're committed to learning and putting in the necessary efforts, you are looking for a constructive and challenging learning experience, then this class is for you. But I can promise you that the rewards are really, when the rewards start coming, you will forget all of the days of struggle, right? When you start earning, I don't want to call figure too much, because when I call figures, people tend to think there's a hidden agenda. But let's move forward, okay? So, like I said, I'm the lead trainer at DJ Empowerment Hub, and I offer different type of training services. So the first one is, from time to time, I host these free webinars, where you get free information, free knowledge, just like you're getting tonight. And then the other type of training service that I offer is where we teach you how to put the information to work and get optimal results. We hold your hand through the journey, tutoring you, guiding you, mentoring you. And of course, that part is not free, but it's almost anyone can take advantage of that. Okay, so let's jump right into the class for today. Give a thumbs up if you are still with me. Give me a thumbs up if you are still with me before I start teaching. I'm a teacher. You will see it from tonight. Give me a thumbs up. All right, thank you. So, who is a virtual assistant? There's a lot of, definitions. People have their own definitions to who a virtual assistant is, but basically a virtual assistant is a remote office assistant. So remote means that you're not going to the office every day, right? You're not working from the office. You can work from your hole, wherever hole you are living. You can work from, you're in the hospital, maybe you're taking care of your kids. I've had that experience. My kids were sick and I was in the hospital and I was still working. You can work from, you're on vacation and you're working. That's not a good one, right? You are somewhere, anywhere, and you're working. So a virtual assistant is like a remote office assistant, often self-employed. So self-employed as in you are not working 9 to 5. You're not working you're not working in just one organization as their full-time staff. Sometimes a company might decide to employ you full-time, but most times you get to work for different organizations, right? You're working for multiple clients, earning income from all of them. I know the beauty about freelancing is that when you get one client, the journey does not stop. You are looking for another one to add. You are looking for another one to add. You hear us saying, I have 2 jobs, I have 3 jobs, and you're wondering, how is it possible? It's very possible. So a virtual assistant can provide administrative, creative or technical services to businesses, to organizations remotely, usually from a home office. So right now I'm in my home office, right? Anyone who, if you look at the back, the wall, you can see my daughter's arts project, you know. So this is my home office. When I'm sitting here, everyone knows that, okay, mommy is working. So boundaries, right? So you work from your home office or wherever, you know, but most times you'll be working from home. You hear people saying, I work from home, I work from home. Yes. So they work as independent contractors, although sometimes they are hired as full-time remote workers, right? And then clients most times are not responsible for maybe employee-related tax, insurance, benefits, except the client actually decides to go all the way and give you all of those benefits. Can you hear me? Someone says no voice. So they wrote the O 2 times. That's like, can you hear me? Please type I can hear you in the chat box if you can hear me. If you can hear me, say I can hear you. Okay, thank you for confirming. Let me check on YouTube and see if they can also hear me. Okay, great. So moving on, when did the whole boom in working remotely start? Now, before COVID-19, people were working remotely, right? A lot of people were working remotely. But after COVID-19, people realized that, there's something called work from home. Clients began to, their staff were forced to work from home. You could see people broadcasting from home, doing a lot of things from home. So clients realized that instead of us paying for office space, paying for one big warehouse building, putting up chairs and tables, equipment, computers, paying for security, paying for supplies, paying for all of that, we can actually have our staff work from their homes and we spend less and we still get maximum productivity. So someone might say, how will the company know that I am working? Well, we'll talk about that as we move along, okay? So yes, ever since COVID-19, there has been, this boom in remote work. A lot of people now are moving towards working from home. And I say it, I don't think I want to go back to the regular waking up every morning, rushing off to work, being stuck in traffic and all of that. Because for me, it's a beautiful thing working from home. So what are the services that virtual assistants provide? Services like email and calendar management. Now, when you say virtual assistant, it doesn't mean you are just providing one service. You can provide any service as long as you can, provide these services remotely. So calendar and email management, data entry, you can do customer service from the comfort of your home. You can, help real estate agents. You're helping them booking people to come and view the property they are selling. You're helping coordinating tours, you are helping closing the deal, Then we have e-commerce support. So e-commerce support is like a Konga or Jumia, right? They have several sellers on these platforms. Over there, you have like Amazon, we have Etsy. So they have sellers who advertise their products on this platform. So you can work as their virtual assistant, helping them take orders, helping them keep stock, helping them sending out shipments, tracking shipments, communicating with customers, helping with returns and all of that. You can also provide administrative support to a business or to an organization. So, or even to a person. So you're helping with the day-to-day runnings of the business, or you're working as the PA to somebody virtually, right? Working online. And then you can also do graphic design. So I don't need to see you before giving you my graphic design job. Once I see your portfolio, I know, okay, this is someone that can communicate my ideas via visuals, and then I give you the job. And you are doing it, submitting, getting paid online. And then we have sales and marketing outreach. So every business wants to sell. The reason why businesses are, established is because they want to sell. So they need people that will help them sell. Now, some of you have done marketing job in the past. Your shoe, in fact, peeled from all the places you walked around trying to market. So you can transfer that knowledge or that skill that you have in selling and move it online and make more money. There are people are willing to pay you a base salary and still give you commission to sell for them. So sales and marketing is something you can do online. You can also do bookkeeping and accounting services. So if you're an accountant, you do bookkeeping. You can also help organizations keep track and organize their books. You can do travel assistance. You can do social media management. I said I started as a social media manager. So you can help organizations keep their pages running and attracting their target audience. You can also do IT services, so things like website building, website maintenance, research, reports, presentations, coding, all of this. In fact, this list I am just reading out is not exhaustive. There are still more things you can offer online. You're a lawyer, you can work as a virtual assistant. So you can be a paralegal or a law VA for clients in the US. So you get a job as a paralegal in a law firm in the US, and it's not small money. So if you already have skills, professional skills, you can also use those skills to work online. All right. So when you see people just pressing laptop, don't think that they are doing things. You ask them, let them show you road, just like I'm going to show you road this night. Okay, so what are the benefits of being a virtual assistant? Of course, the first thing you will say is the money, right? So it's very lucrative, or it could be very lucrative. Now, according to Zapier, virtual assistants in the US make an average of $29,000 a year. Now, if you calculate that, that's like $19 an hour. Now, do you know that there are people in Nigeria or in West Africa that earn more than $19 per hour? Do you know that? So this is just like an average. So you can earn lower than this, or you can even earn higher than this, depending on your skills and your experience and how you're able to package your skills and experience. It's one thing to have skill. It's another thing to be able to package it and present yourself as the best option to your clients. And then it's another thing to know where to go and look for these clients that will pay you your worth. Okay. So another benefit is the freedom to manage your schedule. So you can choose when you want to work. You can choose the kind of clients you want to work with. For example, me, Victoria, I do not bother, reaching out to clients in Australia or applying for their jobs, because their time zone is not something I can accommodate at this time of my life. If you doubt me, go and check what time it is now in Australia. So their time is, it's just not going to work for someone like me. So I don't bother going for their jobs. If when I started my career, I was focusing on US clients. So my work day starts, in the afternoon till late in the night, right? But recently I began to target clients in the Europe because I wanted to change my time schedule. And, it changes the time I work. So I work more in the day and sometimes in the evenings or late evenings. So freedom to manage your schedule, and then freedom to set your rates. So you are the one to set your rate. I know it sounds tricky, right? When they say set your rate, you say, is it not what the client wants to pay that I'll collect? Well, if you want to earn, for example, $5 per hour, what does it mean? You look for those jobs that typically pay $5 per hour, get trained or skilled in those type of services, and then begin to reach out to clients or apply for those kind of jobs. If you want to earn $10 per hour or $15 per hour or $20 per hour, what do? You do your research and find out what kind of skills do they pay. What kind of people do they pay this kind of amount? What can I do to be able to earn this amount? You begin to learn, begin to apply for those kind of jobs. So that's what I mean when I say set your rate. So you can set your rate. Then another benefit is that you can work from anywhere. anywhere. I already mentioned hospital, vacation. In fact, the other day, my colleague went on vacation and, she sent me a picture. She was like, my view, that those kind of pictures now, my view. She says, I'm in the mountains. The network is not so great, but this is my view. And I was like, wow. Okay. So people like me that our kids are still small, we are collecting the vacation bonus. We are not traveling yet because if I travel with someone like my daughter, it's a problem. So another thing is save on transportation. So you don't need to start rushing off to work every morning, trying to beat the traffic, coming back so late, spending, you know how much fuel is now. So now you're saving on transportation, and that's a lot of savings, right? I know my husband says he spends like a certain amount fueling his car every day going to work. Now, I don't spend that amount. So I have extra money at the end of the month because I saved on transportation. Another one, saving on work clothes. I mean, if you see what some of us wear when we start work, some of us, we are even we are the way God created us. When we start working, you just have to jump on it and all of that. So you're saving on work clothes. You're free to wear whatever. Some of us, when we have group meetings and we have to turn on our camera, only the top will be properly dressed. The bottom might be something else. Another benefit is that you have the freedom to work with several clients. All you need to do is make sure that your schedules are aligned. So you can work with one client for 5 hours or 6 hours, the other client 4 hours, depending on their needs, right? And how well you can merge your schedule to accommodate these clients. All right. So these are some benefits of being a virtual assistant. If you are still here with me, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. I love my classes to be engaging, so give me a thumbs up if you're still here with us. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, so you are still here. I'm glad to know that. Okay, let's move forward. Now, someone will ask me, can Africans get these jobs? You're hearing numbers. You're hearing $5. You're hearing $10 per hour. You're hearing somebody saying, I think I posted a job yesterday, right? A student of ours, earning 1.5, not per month, per project. So he could earn more than that in a month. And then some people like, is it true? Is it not? Is it not? Is it, it is real. Like, it is very possible. So what I have on my screen now is some of my job offers, and I had to use these ones from Upwork because it's verifiable, right? It's something you can verify. It's not from Joro to Joro something. I had to cover some of the amounts so that okay, so yes, a lot of us have been able to get jobs, high paying jobs, actually, working as Nigerians, not hiding our location. No. Like my clients know I'm in Nigeria. They know I'm a Nigerian, right? So if you look at the right bottom corner of my screen, you can see like a review I got from a client. So the client is like giving me 5-star kudos and all of that. And basically that's how majority of, when I say majority, I mean all. That's how all of my clients have been, because there are tricks to keeping your clients satisfied. There are tricks to giving your best and then getting referrals from your clients. So one client can give you referrals to other clients. So the question is, can Africans get this job? And the answer is yes, 100%. So let's move on. What are the must-have skills? There are skills you should have. So what are the must-have soft skills for a virtual assistant or for a freelancer? Now, a client wants to pay you. They're not dashing you money. You're working for your money, right? You're providing services in exchange for the money. Now, why it's very lucrative is because these clients over in the US, I think, what's the minimum wage per hour? So if these people want to get that same talent in the US or in the UK or in Canada, they need to pay much more. But if they can, get to pay you a little bit less, right, and you still get the job done, it's a win-win. It's a win-win for them. And it's a win for you. By the time what's the exchange rate today? 1,700. When I started working online, Exchange rate was 650. Hey, exchange rate was 650 when I got my first salary. And now it is 1,700. And it's not swear, it will still go up. So the earlier you get on this ride, the better for you. So what are the must-have soft skills for a freelancer or a virtual assistant? Number one, communication skills. Communication skills. Now, the fact that you be, interacting with people from all over the world, you need to learn to speak. You need to learn to communicate your ideas, either by talking or by writing. So if you don't know how to speak a universal language like English or French or Spanish, if you cannot speak any of the universal language, then you may need to learn them. If you're not very good, if you feel like your communication skill is, below par, you can start working on it. You can start watching educational movies. You can start, there are apps online that you can practice speaking with you. Okay. When I started working, my English was not that, I'm not saying my English was not good. I read English language in university, but the way I speak now cannot be compared to the way I was speaking back then. So it's something you can consciously work on, right? You'll be communicating with people, you'll be sending messages, you'll be on Zoom meetings with people all over the world. Imagine your colleague is you have different colleagues. You have one from India, you have one from the Philippines, you have one from Mexico, you have from Ukraine, right? And then people are having meetings, and then they ask you for your opinion, and you start feeling, because you need to work on it. Okay. So another thing is multitasking. So it's like I said earlier, it's a jungle out there. You need to learn how to do different things at the same time. You need to learn to stress your brain. You need to learn to tax your brain to be able to produce results even under pressure. Even under pressure, you should, some people, they just blank out when there's a problem or when there's pressure. They're not thinking again. It's like they just freeze, right? You need to consciously train yourself to be able to do these things. I know we are no longer agreeing that we can work under pressure, right? Our CV, we've taken it out. We no longer work under pressure. But still, you need to push yourself. Another thing is you need to be good with technology. A lot of people who enroll in our trainings, they always say, okay, coach, I'm not very good with tech. Oh. I'm not computer literate. Oh. I'm not good with technology, basically. Do you think I can work online? And I'm like, you are chatting me on WhatsApp. You are chatting me on Facebook Messenger. Or you're on a call with me. You have a smartphone. And in this 2024, you are still telling me you are not. What does it take you? All it needs is determination. Start learning. Start learning. Start, downloading certain tools that are needed. Start working with them. Start learning how to use them. Nobody taught you how to chat on WhatsApp. You learned it, right? Maybe someone just showed you one or two pointers and you have been flying. You are doing TikTok live. You are doing TikTok videos. You are posting on IG story. You are doing all of these things. That is technology. So all it takes you is to learn the appropriate tools, and sometimes you might need a guide, right? Okay. So also you need to be good with project management. When we say project management, your life first is a project. You need to learn to manage yourself as a project. Sit down, write your to-do list, write your tasks for the month or for the week, the projects you're embarking on, write your deadlines, write out your deliverables, how you're going to achieve them, and work towards it. Manage yourself first before you begin to learn to manage other people or manage your time. You also need to learn time management. So your client is paying you for your time, right? And if you're employed to work 6 hours every day and you have deliverables, you have things you need to meet up with, tasks you need to complete before the end of your 6 hours, and you end up using 8 hours for the work, who will pay you for the extra 2? You need to give really clear reason why you are exceeding the time. So you need to learn to manage your time. You need to learn to for some of us, our issue is that we are distracted until it is almost deadline. So the first 4 hours we are distracted, we are doing other things, and then we are trying to cram in work for 6 hours into 2 hours. So please learn how to manage your time. Know the time for work, know the time for play, know what time you should make meals as a mother, know what times you focus on work. Okay, so excellent attention to detail. Excellent attention to detail. Now let me ask this funny question. Have you ever typed a text message or an email or a WhatsApp chat and immediately you hit send? That is when it's like a light bulb, turns on, and then you begin to see errors you did not see before. Or some of us blame it on autocorrect, right? You say, it's not what I typed, though, it's autocorrect. Why didn't you make sure that everything was correct before you sent it out? Or you remember something that you should have included in that message that was not included. Have you ever experienced anything like this before? Give a thumbs up. Give a thumbs up. You send a message and then you begin to see errors, or you begin to realize that you missed out on something. So that is one example I always use to explain excellent attention to detail. So what is excellent attention to detail? Let me give you a story. Now, one of our students, one morning like this, she called me on the phone and she said, "Coach, I want to ask you a question." I said, "Go ahead." She said, the company where I work, she has a remote job, right? With an international organization. The company where I work, a member of my team, the member of the team is based in that country. Let's use US, for example. The member of the team is based in the US. Now, that member of my team made an error, that cost the company a lawsuit. So the person did something that the company was sued for. Now, she was asking me, she said the company, they are angry, they are upset, they want to sue that person to court because the person obviously was wrong. So if they sue the person, can they also sue me? And I said, okay, hold up. What kind of contract did you sign with these people? And then we began to speak. And then I told her, if you are not still comfortable with what I've told you, speak to a lawyer, speak to an international laws lawyer, and they can give you your options. Okay. So what do I mean? If you go and cause an error that leads to bese, you know what bese is? Bese in Yoruba language means debt, right? If you cause a problem due to your lack of attention to detail, it's a big one, right? It's either you're making your clients lose money or you're making them lose, clients or something. So if you're working remotely, you need to make sure that you read your emails over and over again. You read memos you're about to send out. You read whatever communication you're about to send out twice or three times. Sometimes when I'm trying to reply clients' emails, right? Maybe customers' emails, I read what they sent and then I draft a response. After drafting my response, I read it again. After reading it again, I go back to what was sent. Sometimes I'll realize that what they even said is not what I have just written. I have not addressed what they are saying, or I have missed one or two from what I have been asked. So attention to detail is very important. They say cross your eyes, busy cross your T's and dot your I's. Okay, so also another skill is good decision making. How do you build your good decision making skills? Anyone? If you know, drop it in the chat. You wrote underwear instead of understand. Okay, how do you build your good decision making skills? Some people will say by making more decisions, right? Let me know. How can one build good decision making skills? How do you build good decision making skills? How do you build good decision making skills? Okay, so you need to keep making decisions. You need to put A and B and say, some of us, we are when it comes to maybe clothes, our wardrobe is full and we open and say, I don't have anything to wear. Which one should I wear? Come and help me. And then whatever they bring, or you go into a salon to make your hair and you're like, I don't even know what to do. And then they suggest something, just make. So good decision making skill is very important. Why? Not all the time you have your clients, in real time to give you answers. So something might be on your decks, and it is good decision making skills when you can say, okay, this one I can handle. This particular one I can take care of. It's not a problem. And it's also good decision-making skills to say, okay, this particular one now, it passed my power. I cannot handle it. I need to reach out to my oga at the top, right? So good decision skills is knowing when to go ahead with an action, when to draw back, when to, go back and re-strategize. Good decision-making skills. Okay, so another, let me see the chat box. Let me be sure that we are together. Okay. Read widely and think well. I love this. Read widely and think well. It helps you because you are seeing different scenarios, right? And then you are learning how to do all that. Ask for advice from close ones depending on the situation. I have people with sense here. Yes, these are ways to build, make good decisions. Ask for advice from close ones. Okay, so this is good. Okay, another one is a love for learning. I always say this one, a love for learning. You want to work online. New tools are coming out every day. In fact, as we are speaking, there are tech guys that are sitting somewhere coming up with new apps, new softwares, even WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram that we have on our phones. They are coming up with updates every day. What does that tell you? The way WhatsApp and Facebook was 5 years ago is not how it is now. A lot of updates have been done, a lot of development, a lot of additions. So if they can be updating tools like this, your head, the last book you read was in 2015. And you want to earn in dollars. Those people that are earning big, you think that they are playing. You want to earn in dollars, you want to compete with the Indians. You want to compete with the Philippines. You want to compete with the Mexicans. You want your client to employ you over the other people. What sets you apart? It is your knowledge. It is the time you have invested in developing yourself, right? So you need to have a love for learning. You need to keep learning. You need to keep upskilling. You took a course 4 years ago and you are still using that same knowledge. You've not upgraded. Even courses are upgrading. They're upgrading courses, right? The slide I started using to teach our students when we started. As we move on, as new things are coming up, it is being added, right? So you have to have a love for learning. Keep learning. Keep learning. You see a course that will be beneficial to you, go and register. You see something that will be beneficial to you, pay up, spend money, improve your head, improve your knowledge bank. Okay. Another soft skill is self-motivation. Sometimes nobody can help you but yourself. You need to tell yourself, this is why I started this journey, and you need to keep moving. Another one, reliability. So when we say reliability, it means you are reliable as a person, as a freelancer, or as an employee, right? And you are employed today. You're supposed to resume by 1 p.m. Because it's your first day, you resumed 1 p.m. Tomorrow, you are employed. Your second day, you resume 1:05. Your third day, it is 1:10. Your fourth day, in fact, they don't even see you. They will be the one calling you. Guy, where are you? You say, we don't have network. Oh, my computer have burned. My computer have blew. You are not reliable as a person. Or you are given a job and you promise to deliver in 2 days. And it is even on the third day that the client will reach out to you and ask you what's happened. And then you say, I'm sorry, you are not reliable. So if you want to make the big bucks, if you want to, be seen as a top rated in the industry, you have to be reliable. Your word should be your bond. Okay. Another thing, organizational skills. So I said, organize your life, organize your workspace. Your computer now is on top fridge. Yes, your computer now is on top your fridge or in your kitchen. Your gadgets, your headphone, your headset, your children are using it to do skipping, and you say you are serious. How? So please organize yourself, organize your life, create boundaries. You should have a workspace where everyone knows this is your workspace. Okay. Then problem solving mindset. You should have a problem solving mindset. As an African, let me not say Nigeria, because Nigerians, T-boy is dealing with us right now, but we will survive. As Africans, you need to have problem-solving mindset, because if the network is not dealing with you, it is electricity that is dealing with you, right? Or something is, in fact, anything can deal with you at any point in time. So you need to have a problem-solving mindset. Before the problem occurs, you should have solutions to these problems. Okay, you'll be working for 8 hours per day, and your computer the battery can only last for maybe 4 hours per day. And then you need to ask yourself, okay, so what will I do now to ensure that I have enough juice in my computer to be able to work? So you can say, okay, I will save up and get a laptop power bank. There's laptop power bank, right? Or I will save up and get a generator. Or I will get, whatever it is, just to ensure that before problem is happening, you are on top of your game. Remember the time when network was dealing with all of you, because I not me. Network was dealing with you people. I was seeing your complaints. MTN was dealing with you people. Now, there was no network for days. I think that was during that protest period, right? And then you are working for a client and you don't have network. What should that tell you? It means that you should have access to at least more than one SIM card. In fact, this thing dealt with me one period, a few years back. I was working. Next thing, network just went off my computer. I looked at my router. It was showing me red. I said, what's happening? Have my subscription finished? Has my data finished? I checked. I have data now. I tried to buy. It was not going through. No network in my phone. I said, what's going on? I was on call. I was taking calls. So if a client calls in, I can't take the call because no network. Hey, God, what's happening? Luckily for me, I had an Airtel SIM, right? And I quickly rushed out, get recharge card, because I could not even use my bank app. Recharge card, loaded, and then, subscribed, and before I had access to data. So what if I did not have that extra backup at that time? So please, you should have plan A, plan B, even plan D. So that if one thing is messing up, you have a backup. All right. So that's problem-solving mindset. Another skill you should have is discipline. This one, sometimes it deals with me. So maybe I'm supposed to resume work at 12 o'clock. You will see, you'll be pressing phone until 11:59 before you remember to turn on your computer. So you need to be disciplined. You need to remind yourself, okay, I have something serious to do, so I need to ensure that I am doing what needs to be done, right? So discipline is another skill that you should have. If you are still with me at this point, oh yeah, thumbs up, or your favorite emoji. Your favorite emoji. Is it emoji or emoji? Don't worry, I'll check that later. Okay, so another thing we'll be talking about, we said we're talking about tools that you need to learn how to use if you want to work remotely. You want to work online. It's not just pressing computer. There are things you need to learn, right? So one of the things you need to first learn how to use is communication and collaboration tools. Communication and collaboration tools. So what do we mean by communication tools? Those tools you need to use to communicate, right? So communication is a two-way street. Communication is you sending messages to the receiver. The receiver receives the message, processes it in their brain, gives you feedback. Feedback may be a nod, right? Feedback could be them even giving you the stink eye, eyeing you. Feedback could be they say something or they write back to you. It is only when you get feedback you can establish that communication has occurred. So what are the tools you need for communication or collaboration? Collaboration is, working together, working with your team, making sure that everybody's on top of their game, everybody knows what is happening, everybody knows what they need to do part time. So we have tools for chats, tools for emails, tools for voice, tools for video, video conferencing like what we are doing now, tools for messaging. So we have tools like Fresh Decks, Intercom, Aircall, Slack, Zoom. These are tools, these are basic tools you need to learn how to use if you want to be able to work remotely or work as a virtual assistant, right? So another thing you need to learn is how to use file sharing and storage tools. So tools to share documents, tools to store documents, tools to manage files securely. You're working in Nigeria, you need to send documents to your clients in Mexico or in the US or in Canada, you know. So you need to learn how to use these tools to share. You are asking for recording. You're asking for recording. You will not listen first. I will not promise anybody recording. Okay, so let's move on. So tools for file sharing and storage, tools like OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Drive. We have other file sharing tools, right? If you are in the group, you know the group I'm talking about. I think I will share a video on how to use Google Drive, right? So even with your phone, you can use Google Drive, you can share files, you can store files, so that even if you lose your phone, you lose your gadget, those files are saved in the cloud. You can always have access to them. Your pictures, your videos, you know, it is good to learn to use these tools. Another tool you need to learn how to use is project management tools. So these are tools for managing tasks, managing deadline, and for collaborating with your team. Tools like Asana, tools like Trello, tools like Notion, these are tools you need to learn how to use. Coach Victoria, how do I learn how to use these tools? Come and register for our 5-week training. We'll teach you how to use them. Okay? Okay, another thing you need to learn how to use is calendar and scheduling tools. So tools for appointments, tools for schedule management. We have tools like Calendly, Zcal, Peak Time, Acuity. So I know some of you, this is the very first time you're hearing about these tools. So it is very good that you familiarize yourself with them. You hear clients saying, even writing in their job posts, I need someone who knows how to use Slack. I need someone who knows how to use Asana. I need someone who knows how to use this and that and this. And you are even asking yourself, wait, does this thing exist? So this is why you need to get trained. You need to learn how to use these things, right? You need someone to tell you, okay, these are the tools to learn. These are the ones that clients are using the most at this time in time, and also maybe teach you how to use them. Other tools that you need to learn how to use working remotely, we have security tools. So tools to keep you safe, tools to keep your clients safe. So tools like what's it called? Let's say password managers, VPN, password manager for your clients to share passwords to their apps. You know, so you need access to some of their software. So they might need to share access or share passwords securely. So these are security tools. We have productivity tools. So tools that help the job, go smoothly, go well. These are productivity tools. And then we have CRM. So CRM means customer relationship management. These are like softwares you use to manage your customer activity, manage their contacts, manage their messages, manage everything concerning the customers. So these are tools. We have tools like Go High Level, HubSpot. These are CRM tools you need to learn how to use. We also have did I talk about this? Time management tools. So time management tools are like tools the client needs to you use to let the client know that I am working on. It could be taking screenshots of your computer, giving your clients real-time updates about your work and what you are doing, so they know that you are working when you say you are. So you cannot be, if your client decides to use time trackers, you cannot you just have to work, right? But if they're paying you well, why won't you work? You work now. Okay, so that is that for tools that you need to learn. There are still more. Like I said, these are the basic tools you need to learn to use. Basic, when I say basic, we mean basic, like the beginning, right? Okay, so moving on, I'll be telling you about some platforms that you can get jobs. So before we go there, give me your favorite emojis. Platforms where to get remote jobs. You will say, Coach, why are you telling all of this? Why are you telling us this for free? Why are you giving us all of this information? The thing is, like I said, It's a free training tonight where you get a lot of this free information. How to apply some of the things I have talked about, like learning all of these tools, real-time guidance on these platforms, this platform where you can get jobs. These are things that we offer in our more exclusive, training. We have a 5-week training where we deal with all of that, okay? So platforms where you can get remote jobs. The popular one, a lot of you, I can bet on this one. A lot of you already have accounts on Upwork. You heard somebody say, I got a job on Upwork. You ran with your 2 left leg, ran to Upwork and created an account. In fact, some of you, they have blocked your account because you did things that you did not know you are supposed not to do. I saw a screenshot where the person used the name Miss MHIZ, Miss Pretty, as her username on Upwork, and I laughed. So it's not just knowing about the platform. It's about knowing how to utilize the platform, how to navigate the platform, things to do, things not to do, how to actually get your first clients on this platform, which you need real-time guidance on, okay? So platforms where to get jobs, we have Upwork, we have freelancers. These platforms I'm mentioning, they are legit platforms. Like platforms where I have gotten jobs, platforms where my students have gotten jobs, so it's legit. Upwork, Freelancer, we have Fiverr, we have Hubstaff Talent, we have TopTal, we have Guru, we have 99 Designs. 99 Design is majorly for people in the design field, UI UX design, graphic designers. We have LinkedIn. You see, this LinkedIn is a good mine. You might not know, right? For some of you, you're just posting pictures on LinkedIn. You don't know what's up. You don't know what's up. Now, a lot of people have gotten sweet, fantastic jobs on LinkedIn. In fact, I know someone who got a job with sponsorship to the US on LinkedIn. When you get, it hits different when you get a job on LinkedIn and you are employed as a full-time staff with full-time benefits, right? It hits differently. So yes, you can get a job on LinkedIn. We also have people per hour. This list is not exhaustive. There are still 1,001 platforms where you can get jobs. I just picked out a few, right? The most common ones, so that you have an idea of where to get remote jobs. But like I said, it is not just about creating accounts. In fact, someone from our training, I think she was in the match set, right? After attending our training, she told me, she came to my inbox one day, and then she said, Coach, if you have a God, any God you are serving, please pray to them on my behalf. I have been on Upwork for 2 years. I have been buying connects. You pay for connects, right? I've been buying connects, sending out applications for 2 whole years, and I've not gotten a job. But after, attending the training, learning how to use the platform, I've gotten my first interview. Like the first time a client actually answered my message or answered my proposal and booked me for an interview. So please pray for me that I get this one. And I'm like, okay, this is how to behave in the interview. This is how to do this, is this and that. Gave her tips, and she went into the interview. If I hype you, the confidence that we enter you like this. So luckily or fortunately, she got the job, and it's been beautiful ever since. So getting a job on this platform is not just about creating an account. There's still a whole lot to learn. So if I were you, I would get expert guidance. If you're looking for where to get expert guidance, I'm in front of you like this. Like, can you see me? Can you see me? So you can get expert guidance by joining our community. I'll talk about that much later. Okay, so what are the common problems faced? Now, I dropped a poll on the WhatsApp group, right? And I said, tell us where you are in your journey, your remote work journey. And then some of you said, I'm already a virtual assistant, but I want to learn more. So some common problems faced by virtual assistants or by freelancers or people looking to work online. Number one is carving a niche. Some people don't know where to fall in. In fact, they've paid for like 15 courses this year, but they don't still know where or what type of services to offer. So you need to learn how to carve a niche. How do you carve a niche? You find out your strengths, what you are good at, or what you believe you can learn to be good at, right? Pick a struggle, you hear that this is working, you jump in. You hear that that is working, you jump in. You don't even finish your courses before you move to the next. No. Take your time, understand the industry, make your extensive research. For some of us, we go for the industry where there's money. Then we learn to, for some of us, we go for what we're passionate at, right? Okay, so carve a niche for yourself. Another problem that a lot of people face, you see, proposal and cover letter writing is a struggle. Now, a lot of people, after finishing trainings, maybe digital skills training, and then they're trying to get a job, they don't know how to write proposals. Proposals are those things you write to clients, right? For maybe their job posts. You're trying to get them to hire you, and cover letters too. So you don't know how to write proposals. You don't know how to write cover letters that will attract your clients. I say this not to brag, right? But if I send out 5 proposals on Upwork, for example, let's say at least 3 will be viewed. Then bad as bad, 2 will reach out to me. That is on a bad day. So there are tricks, there are tips, there are things that will make clients open your proposal. Like they just don't have a choice but to open your stuff and reach out to you. So these are things you see. Those people where some of you say, let me not talk about that. Another thing is finding clients. So a lot of people have issues with where to find clients, how to find clients. It's a struggle. It's a jungle out there. So you need someone to show you road. People who have experienced that same journey and they've been successful at it, right? To let you know what's happening. The industry changes. The industry changes. I think a few months back, Upwork started charging for even when clients invite you for a job. So that was a change. If you don't have people who are, current, you will not know what's happening in the industry. After a while, I think a few days ago, they stopped that. So if you're invited for a job, so these are things that are constantly changing. You need to stay in a community where information is shared, right? Information is very valuable. Another problem faced is lack of experience or portfolio. Now you finish a digital skills training. You've not, who is this person writing on my screen? Hey, okay, lack of experience. So you finish a digital skills training. You've not worked anywhere. You've not gotten real life experience, but you want to work. You want people to give you a chance. You believe you can do this, but you don't have anything to show clients that, you've done this before. So lack of experience is a problem. Clients want to hire someone who at least has some idea about the job. They don't really want to hire a novice. If Mr. A applies for the job and he has extensive experience, and Mr. B applies for the same job and he only has textbook knowledge, why would I want to hire Mr. B when I can have Mr. A, maybe for the same price, right? Yes, I might decide to go for Mr. B, but to a large extent, I would want to go with someone who has some form of experience in that field and can prove it, not just by talking, I have 10 years, no, you can prove it. So portfolio is a document that you show clients, right? To tell them, okay, this is me, about me, education, jobs I've done in the past, how I've helped other people, all of these things you can present it to your clients. So some people will ask, I've not done any job, how do I build my portfolio? This is something we teach in our academy. How, before you graduate, in fact, for us to give you your certificate, you must submit your portfolio, right? That you developed, with real life work experience. You must work, you must do things so that when you are in an interview, you can speak confidently. When the client asks you, have you done this? Have you done that? You can confidently say, yes, I've done it. And this is how I achieved it. So this is something that, is a common problem for people. Another common problem is relying only on freelance platforms. Only use. From January to December, you are only on Upwork, sending out applications. You are doing the. If Upwork is not working for you, won't you look for other platforms? There are other ways to get jobs. I always say this one. My full-time jobs, I never got them on Upwork. Yes, I have jobs that I've done on Upwork, right? But my full-time jobs were never gotten on Upwork. So there are other ways to get jobs. There are other methods to get jobs. In fact, I'm advising my students right now to face some other hidden ways. So if you have the money, Upwork is a good investment. It's a good platform to get jobs. But if you don't have that, there are other ways to navigate the process and get jobs. So don't, if one platform is not working for you, find a way to fix it. If you are not able to fix it, look for another platform that works. Okay. Another problem is what we call imposter syndrome. So you're good, right? You've learned, you've practiced, you have what it takes, but then you see a job advert or a job post and they listed 10 things that they want their ideal candidate to have. And then you go through the list and you see that you can do 7 or 8 and just 2 left. And then you tell yourself, nah, they will not hire me. And you close the page. Do you know that you're doing yourself a great disservice? So I know it happens to the best of us. You feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not I'm not good enough, right? And you let a lot of opportunities pass you by because you feel you're not up to it. Now, if you're able to get rid of your imposter syndrome, some people actually they have this great complex where they feel like they are better than they are. But I mean, if you're good, you know you're good, but you're just letting things draw you back. It's something, maybe you need someone to always motivate you, someone to talk to, someone to ginger you and tell you, go for it, you can do it, right? So one of our students, she's a lawyer, and after attending our training and finishing the training, she a few months after, she sends me a message and then she says, Coach, I want to tell you something. I said, go ahead. She says, Coach, do you know that since I graduated from your training, I've not applied for any job? And I said, I don't understand. If you don't apply for a job, how will you get job? She says, I see jobs, right, where they need lawyers. And I start writing my proposals. But halfway, I just tell myself that no, they will not go for someone like me. And then I close it up. And I said, really? Okay. I gave her a task. I said, right now, go on any job platform, get a job post where they want a lawyer like you. Write the proposal, send it to me, let me go through it. And then she says, okay. So she goes, does that, sends me her proposal. And when I read what this lady wrote, it was beautiful. I said, if I was a client, I would at least, even if I don't hire you at the spot, I want to meet you and get to know you. This is brilliant. And she says, okay. I said, gingering her, you can do it. You can do it. You know, and it's a process. Some of us need someone to talk to and let us know that we are good enough, we're smart enough. So this is a problem that a lot of people face: imposter syndrome. Another one is work-life balance. So how to balance your personal life with your work, or how to balance your work with your personal life. For someone like me, it is how to balance my work and make sure that my work is not overshadowing my personal life. So different problems that people face. So if you can see any of the problems that you feel that is a problem you are facing, and they say when you know your problem, when you identify your problem, you are on the way, or you're on your way to solving them. Okay, so these are some problems that are faced by freelancers, or by virtual assistants, or by people looking to work remotely. Now, I want to talk about the step-by-step approach to how you can get a remote job, or how you can work online. So before I go into that, give me a thumbs up if you're still with me. Give a thumbs up if you're still here. Are you still here? Are you sleeping? They say don't sleep on the bicycle. Are you still here? Okay, so we are still here. So let's move forward. I want to work from the comfort of my home. How do I start? So this is a step-by-step approach, like I said. Okay, so first one, identify your strengths and skills. What can I do? What is my superpower? For someone like me, my mouth is, I can talk, I can speak, I can teach. So identify what you're good at. Identify those things that you've done and people commended your effort. Or identify, what can I learn to do? What am I interested in learning to do? All right. Identify. They say if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life, because for you it will be fun. It will be fun. I'm talking to you people now. For me, it's like I'm gisting, right? It's like I'm just gisting with my gist mate, but I'm teaching actually. So identify your strengths and skills. Then you need to start training. Now, as I'm listing out the things you need, the steps, right, for you to be able to work from the comfort of your home. Start, if you have your pen and paper, start writing and start ticking. Which one do I need to do by myself? Which one can I do on my own? And which one do I need help? Which one do I need people to guide me? Which one do I need, people to put me through? Which one do I need expert guidance? Okay, there are some things you can do for yourself. There are some things you cannot do for yourself. Where you realize, I cannot do this for myself, what do? You get people who can do it for you. Okay, so identify your strengths and skills, start training and get the required skills. Enroll in an online class, in an offline class, whatever it is. If you feel I am best at cooking, you can attend cooking schools. If you feel like I'm best at this, whatever it is, start training. You cannot take away the place of training. It is impossible. You have to learn from somewhere. It is impossible. You did not fall from heaven with all of the knowledge, so you need to learn, right? Okay, then you need to research and carve your niche. So you need to research. You need to find out, yes, I love to do this. How can I monetize this skill that I have? I love to cook. How can I monetize it so that I get paid for this thing I am doing? I'm a lawyer. How can I monetize and begin to work online with the knowledge I already have and the skill I already have? So research and carve your niche. Then after you've trained, you found out your strengths and skills, you've trained, you found out the niche you want to, focus on. Then you need to prepare what we call your battle tools. When you want to go to war, you prepare your sword, you prepare your cutlass, you prepare your catapult. If it is catapult you're going to use to go to war, you prepare your guns, right? You prepare your strategies. You don't just go into war blindsided. You prepare for it. So also, if you want to begin to work online, you need to prepare your portfolio. You need to prepare your resume. You need to prepare your cover letters, right? You need to prepare your CV, your LinkedIn pages, whatever. You need to prepare these things. For some of you, like in our trainings, we teach you how to prepare your portfolio. In fact, you must prepare your portfolio before graduation. We have classes on resume and CV writing, right? So we have experts. Like I said, it's a school. It's not just me teaching. There are other experts we bring in to teach. So we teach you how to write your resume to grab the attention of your prospective clients. Cover letters, all of that is handled. Then also, after preparing all of your battle tools, you need to join groups and communities that are aligned with what you want to do. I want to do this. I want to work as a software engineer, and only you in your bedroom, you are doing your software alone. You're not in any community, you're not in any group. How do you know the latest in the industry? How do you know what is happening? How do you know the latest tools? Who do you ask questions when you have a problem with your clients? Who do you ask? You want to go into an interview, who do you prepare with? So it is very essential that you join groups and communities. If you're looking for a community to begin your journey, you can join DJ Empowerment Hub. We have an active community where we inspire, where we teach, where we train, where we mentor. Even after our 5-week training, they are helping each other. In fact, the other day, I got invited for a job, right? I got an invitation in my email for a job, and I went through it. I saw the rates have passed this level. So what did I do? I went and posted it in our community, and I told them to apply. I was invited for this job, but look at the link, go and apply if you're interested in it. And then one of our students actually came up and she said, I've applied for this job before. In fact, I was called for the interview. This and this and this and this is what you need to get ready. And then she says the reason why she didn't go for the job was because, the timing, she has other things. So the timing They wanted her to work like 8 hours daily from 1:55 p.m. to 10 p.m. Nigerian time. So she's like, it's too much for her. She already, all of us, we are juggling jobs together. So she gave tips on how the interview is going to go. So if you're in that kind of community, you already gotten expo from somebody that has done this before. And, why should you go to that sort of interview and not get the job? So I'm even waiting for them to bring back testimony of getting the job. So this is one of the benefits of joining a community. So if you're looking for one to start, DJ Empowerment One is somewhere to begin, okay? Another thing you need to do is get a mentor. Get someone you can ask questions. Get someone you can share ideas with. Get someone, who has gone before you, who has experienced a lot of things, and that can tell you, okay, don't do this, do this. Don't do this, do this, right? It's good to get a mentor. Another thing is you need to do what we call aggressive marketing. Market yourself and start applying for jobs. The Bible says, can you light a candle and put it under a bushel, right? You say you're a light, you have this big thing inside of you. How will you hide? Why do you hide it? You need to show it to the world. How do you show it to the world? Market yourself. Go on freelancing platform, go on other platforms, reach out directly to clients, let them know, that I can do this. This is what I've done. This is how I can help your business. I mean, I've had people reach out to me and tell me, okay, I can do this for you. I can do this for you. And I'm like, okay, tell me more. They tell me more and I'm convinced and we start working together. So if they can do that, why can't you? Market yourself. Go on groups where they need people like you with your skills. Apply for jobs. Market yourself. All you need is just that first one job. When you get that first one job, how about now? When you are earning in dollars, how about now? Okay, another thing, after applying for jobs, marketing yourself, you need to ace interviews. Interview is where they can knock you off. Interview is where they can, you sent in your proposal, you sent in your resume, it is airtight, it is very convincing, then they invite you for an interview and you cannot deliver. That's not good. Okay, so ace interviews. In our training, we also do live interview sessions, so we teach you how to fire an interview so that the interviewer has no choice but to grant you the job. All right. Then when you pass the interview, you start earning. And then, you'll be like, money, 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 money. Okay, so these are steps that you can take to start working from the comfort of your home. Now, ask yourself, which of these things can I do on my own? And which ones do I need help with? Identifying your strengths and skills, of course, it is something you can do on your own, right? You can do an inner introspection, about yourself, your talents, your all of that. You can do that. And then start training. So you can take up a course, you can, just start training. Start getting the required skills, asking questions, watching videos, watching tutorials, all right? You can research on your own, right? Preparing your portfolio, you could be able to do that on your own, or you may need someone to say, okay, this is the right way. This is the industry standard. This is the way to do it. This is not the way to do it, right? And then joining groups. That one is you that will do it now. You will join our community, right? Okay, then you get a mentor, you market yourself, you ace interviews, and then you start earning. Okay, so this is the practical way to begin on the journey to work from the comfort of your home. If you are still with me, I would love a thumbs up. I would love a thumbs up. Okay, so I know that you have learned a lot. If you've learned, just give me thumbs up. If you learned something, give me thumbs up. Okay, I'm loving this. Thank you. Okay, moving on. Let me see the chat. Okay. Great. So moving on. Here are some offers. So some of you, the things I've been saying since is like plenty talk. Make money. You think that anyway. So these are some offers from our students. DG Empowerment Hub student offers. You can see by the left corner of my screen, if you're on YouTube or Zoom, you can see Uche, Uche is like, she was the most proactive student in April batch, and she got a job recently for a $8 per hour. So in like a month, she'll be earning like, let me speak like the Americans, 1,200 or 1,200 a month, right? She's a human being. She's not an angel. She's a human being like you and I. Then the second job offer in the middle, Adebisi got a job for $4 per hour. Like you can see the offer details. This one was from Upwork. She got $4 per hour job. Then the one on my right, I think this was the one I posted in the group. Ada got a job for 1,500 per project. So if he was able to do more than one in a month, it means, people are making legitimate. They are actually working and providing services to foreign clients and making their money. All right, so I'm going to introduce to you our digital skills training program. Digital skills training program is a 5-week course for those who are interested in earning in dollars from the comfort of their home, working for foreign clients. All right. So it's a digital program that runs for 5 weeks, 5 intensive weeks of learning, of challenges, preparing you for the battlefield. Okay. So in this training, we have, let me see how many. We have 13 sections. 13. So you're doing 13 sections in 5 weeks. We have the first one, introduction to freelancing, who is a virtual assistant, what a VA does, types of VA, soft skills a VA should have, how to deliver exceptional services as a VA. If you are smart, you will realize that what I taught people this night for free is section 1. So basically, it's a free class where I actually taught you things, serious things, right? Section 2, we go into details to teach you about the tools and software, communication tools, collaboration tools, call tools, file management, security tools, time management tools. Section 3, we teach you Google Workspace. So the Google Workspace is one tool you'll be using while working with clients. Gmail, Drive, calendar, docs, sheets, slide, form, meet. So I already promised you guys in the free class, right? The WhatsApp group, I will share a video I made on how to use Google Drive, right, for free. It's my bonus to you people. Tell me thank you. Okay, section 4, where we do basic virtual assistant services. So you learn email management, calendar management, simple data entry skills. Section 6, we will do project management. Section 5, I jumped from 5 to 6. Section 5, we'll do social media management. So who is a social media manager, their roles, skills, content creation. Content creation now is the new gold. So we teach content creation in our training. Then section 7 will teach you sales and business development, appointment setting, lead generation, cold and warm calling, inbound and outbound telemarketing, tools, scripts. We'll teach you all of that. Sales. Section 8 will do customer service, introduction to customer service, the roles, the skills that you have, how to deliver, and all of that. Then we'll also do section 9, basic graphic design. So we have a graphic design guru that takes that class, introduction to graphic design, principles of graphic design, elements of graphic design, design app. And for you to pass that course, you must submit your design that you're able to create, not template or not Canva template. You will design it from scratch and you will submit for you to pass that course. So it is back to school. Okay, so section 10, we have the freelancing platform class where we teach you how to create your Upwork account, how to optimize your account, how to create other freelancing platforms accounts, how to build your portfolio, how to write job-winning proposals, how to apply for jobs, how to pitch yourself and your services. Then we'll also teach you section 11, positioning for remote opportunities, how to create and optimize your LinkedIn, platforms to get other free courses and internationally recognized certificates. We'll teach you how to prepare for an interview. We'll teach you how to utilize AI for job search. Then section 12 will teach you payments management. So how to create your foreign bank accounts, how to negotiate your rate so that your client does not cheat you, how to draft contracts, how to recognize fraudulent clients. It's not only you people that know how to, if they will scam you. So we teach you how to recognize fraudulent clients. You hear some people say, I worked and they told me to come and pay. Like you are the one that worked and then they're asking you to pay. It's a big problem. Or after working, the client ghosts you and you've already provided services. So we teach you how to recognize these things. Then we teach you types of payment plans. So there are different types of payment plans, right, to utilize as a freelancer. And then section 13, we teach you CV and resume writing. So we have a professional that teaches us CV so that you are able to create your CV by yourself and your resume. At the end of the day, if you even decide to specialize as a CV writer, who knows, that could be a service that you can provide after the class. So other things that we do in the course of the training, we also do, there will be other activities like assignments. Yes, we give assignments. Like I said, it's back to school. So assignments, we have accountability partners. So we pair you up, or you get someone who you check on, you work together, you learn together. We break you into smaller, groups so that you have more time to digest what you have been taught in smaller groups. Then we have portfolio creation. So you're able to create your portfolio before the end of the class, right? And then we have interview preparation. So we prepare you for your interview. So it's not just applying for jobs. When you are interviewed, how do you ace it and get the job? We also teach that. So these are things we teach in this 5-week training. All right, 5-week training. Okay, so moving on. Let me see. If you are still with me, I would love, you know what? Okay, so I know you people Nigerians, you like bonus, you like free things, so we'll still give you free things. Okay, so we have our support group that after graduation you can join. You have access to me, you have access to other students who are already working, who can show you road, who you can ask questions, who a client is asking you for something you don't have, someone can help you with it. We have what we call the digital skills starter pack. It's like a document where or a folder where you have things that will help you on your journey, templates, all of that good stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, I don't want to say too much, right? But whatever you need to start on your journey, we provide them, or we tell you how to get them. Okay. Then we have the Upwork Mastery Program. We have the LinkedIn Optimization class. Remember I said you can get jobs on LinkedIn. Then we have the Social Media Marketing Plan template. We have certificates given to you for free. Maybe next year we'll start charging for certificate differently from our training fee. But for now, certificates upon submission of your portfolio, you get your certificate. And then we give you a 30 days content calendar template. So if you want to specialize in social media management, for example, you have templates to be able to use and work. So these are bonuses you get in addition to the 5-week training. Okay, so more of our students offers. Something got a job for, in fact, it's not only dollar we earn, other currencies. So you can see something by the left corner of my screen. Something got a job for 6,500 rupees. Which country is using rupees? Okay, then Christabel, the middle, Christabel earned $76 in her first week. So calculate, dollar is 1.7 now. In 1 week of working 17 hours, she made $76. That's like almost 120K weekly. So by the end of 1 month, she'll be averaging 500, right? Ginika also got a job for $4 per hour. Now, is it a smooth ride? Is it just come and learn and then they will be dashing you dollar? No. You have to work for it. So if you are ready, if you feel this is something I want to explore, this is a path I want to see if it works for me, this is something I want to, life is a risk, right? This is something I want to risk and learn and see, what the skills we teach is not just about getting a job. You can use it for your personal brand. right? This is something you can also use for your personal brand. Okay, so moving on, you can see reviews from our past students. Blessing John says, you're the best coach in this space and teaching is easy to understand. I appreciate how you patiently shared your knowledge without holding back. Thanks for being an amazing teacher. If you believe I'm an amazing teacher, give me my thumbs up. Don't hide it. Don't hide my thumbs up. Don't hide my thumbs up. Don't hide my thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. So Stella Azy says, your content is engaging, informative, and very easy to understand. Is this true, or are they just hyping me unnecessarily? Let me know. Let me know. He says, I highly recommend to anyone who wants to learn about how to make money from the comfort of their home. Honestly, this is the best time to earn in dollars from Nigeria. Ifoma says that. Coach Victoria is an amazing teacher who knows how to guide a student to success. Let me know now if these people are just hyping me unnecessarily, or it's, we are together. Are we together? Are we together? Okay. So moving on, we'll be closing the class shortly. Like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time, right? Okay, so the big question, yes, the digital skills training, learn how to make money from home, working for foreign clients. Already read out the course outline to you. You can see our WhatsApp number at the bottom and our email. So you can send a message if you have inquiries, if you have questions, you can follow us on Facebook, Victoria Ezechukwubiya. You can ask your questions. My DM is open and all of that good stuff, okay? So to take advantage of our 5-week training, I will just do a small bonus, small. The first 15 people, the first 15 that will pay, the cost is 15,000 naira. The cost is not 15. But for the first 15, it is 15,000. Others will pay 20. The cost is 20,000, right? The cost is 20,000, but the first 15 to pay will get it for 15,000, and then they will get my ebook for free. So it's a bonus, right? It's a bonus. So the class is 20,000 naira for 5 weeks of intense learning and then support after the training. Lifetime access to our support group. Okay, so but just to do a bit of discount, the first 15 people to pay will get the ebook free, and then they'll pay 15,000. After that, it moves to 20,000 naira. This is the bank details, other payment options. I think I'll post this on the group, other payment options. So if you're outside Nigeria, you can also take advantage of our class. You can use Seller as an option. Okay, so if you make a payment to this account, you send your payment receipt to this number and all of that. You can take a screenshot, and I'll also post this in the group so that you have that information handy. Okay, so I know there will be questions, so let me answer them. Frequently asked questions. How long is the class and when does the class start? So the class is for 5 weeks, right? We do it 2 live classes every week. 2 live classes. Sometimes we end up having 12 classes, right? I mean, the current September batch, they're having 12 classes. So depending on how, sometimes I like to give bonus classes. So the class is actually for 5 weeks and we have 2 live sections every week. How much is the class? The class is 20,000 naira, but if you're among the first 15, you can pay 15,000. A common question that people usually have, can I join without a laptop? So yes, if you have a smartphone, you're good to go. You can start practicing with your phone. In fact, there are jobs you can do with your phone, right? There are jobs you can do with your phone that will enable you to save up and get a laptop. So do you need a laptop? Yes, you need a laptop, but you can start with your phone. At the end of the day, you need a big screen, but you can start with your phone. All right. Do you give jobs? I am not a hire. We are not a hiring agency. We do not give jobs, but we train you on the skills to help you get jobs, and then show you where to get, where and how to get these high-paying jobs. Where does the class hold? We offer virtual classes. So the classes are online, just like me and you are conversing right now. That's how we hold the classes. For this particular class, I muted you guys, but in our live classes, you have access to ask questions, access to, speak if needed, and all of that. So our classes are virtual for now, that you can attend using your phone or your computer. Someone will ask me, can you teach me one-on-one? I'm sorry, I cannot teach you one-on-one for now. It's going to take so much time that I do not have. So if you want to learn, you can join our group classes. I work full-time. How will I cope? Now, all of our classes are recorded and they are sent to all students. So you can watch them at any time. You have access to the videos for a number of time, okay? Then you have access to watch them anytime, and then you can follow discussions in the community. You can read up on what was being discussed, so you'll never lose anything. All right. What if I'm not available to attend a live class? Well, if you miss a live class, you can watch the videos for reference, right? You have access to the recording and resources for 1 year. Maybe we will limit it to 6 months, because some people feel they have it for 1 year, so they just okay. So you have access to the recording. Then I am not tech savvy, or I am not computer skilled. I don't know how to use a computer. Can I still join? Of course. You do not necessarily have to have tech knowledge, but if you're willing to learn, then come on board, okay? So we'll take you through the journey of what you need to know. Then can I pay in installments? Yes, you can make payment twice. You can make payment twice, but it will be payment has to be completed before you be given access to the class. Okay, so I think I have taken the frequently asked questions. So now I'll be taking your questions. I'll be taking your questions. I'll be taking your questions. So drop your questions in the chat box. Drop your questions in the chat box. I'll be taking questions for the next 10 minutes. Can I combine being a VA with my 9-to-5 job? Well, it depends. Are you trying, if you're trying to, play it safe, right? You want to make sure that your leg is strong before you leave your 9-to-5. Of course, you can get jobs that, the first job I did, I think I used to start around 6 or 7 p.m. in the evening. It was a part-time. Start 6 to 7 in the evening and work till 10 or 11, depending on the time of the year. Their time changes. So sometimes it will be 6 till 10, sometimes it will be 7 to 11. So you can work towards getting something part-time and then work to getting. So yes, you can combine, or you can specialize in fields where you get just what's it called, projects, so that you can submit at your own time. Is there a deadline for payment? Well, let me just explain now. The last we don't do this every month, right? I have my job. I have my job. So teaching is just something I enjoy. So I like to combine it with my job. So because of that, we have just one class left for the year. This class will start first week of November. That's the last class for the year. I'm not doing any class in October. I'm not doing any class in December. Me too, I want to do Dirty December in December. So we'll just have one class for this year left, which will start first week of November. All right, it will run for 5 weeks. So if you miss this batch, you can join the next one next year. Maybe we'll start first week of February or so. So if you miss that one, it's fine. You can join the next one. All right. Is there a deadline for payment? Of course. Maybe we'll do deadline October 30th. Please help with the slide. Why should I give you my slide? Are you my students? This free one I am telling you now. Anyway, the recording will be available. The recording will be available. So what we'll do is I will leave the recording for maybe the next 24 or 48 hours. If you just click on the YouTube link, after this class, if you click on the YouTube link, it will take you to watch the recorded class, okay? For the next 24 or 48 hours, you have access to watch the video again. Someone says, I have work experience as an insurance claim person. Sometimes I feel like I can't get virtual jobs in that field. You can't get virtual jobs. People are looking for people that will do insurance for them. Anything sales, marketing. Are you okay? Are you, sorry to use that word, but please, you can get a job in that field, okay? If you're not able to get a job just yet, you can get other things, right? While you're working to getting that job that you love, okay? What I do now, it's not what I started doing. When I started doing, I was doing general virtual assistant roles. As I moved along, learned more, upskilled, I decided to carve a niche for myself. So yes. Can we maintain this WhatsApp group for further information and some guidance? Yes. Yes, the WhatsApp group is on. I'll be posting information on it from time to time. Okay. How do one go about getting a good mentor? Well, you should look out for someone who has experience in the field, someone who knows what they are doing, someone who has actually worked, not just passing information. And then you can talk to them about being a mentor. Okay, so any other questions? I have just 5 more minutes to take questions. I want a pure customer service job to answer calls or reply emails or messages. What I do is related to customer service. I answer calls, I reply emails. So yes, it is possible. All right. When is the next batch starting and how many times do we have classes in a week? We have classes 2 times every week. We usually do it in the evenings. 2 times every week for 5 weeks. If it spills into 6 weeks, we'll let you know, okay? We want to make sure that you are prepared for the field. All right. How much is the fee altogether? The fee is 20,000 naira. 20. If you are in any other country, you can use the seller link to find out how much it will be in your currency. It's 20,000 naira. But for the first 15 people, it is 15. For the first 15 people, the account details are on the screen. You can, if you want to be among the first 15. And then you also get my ebook for free. So you can even start learning even before class starts in November. All right. I've already started data analysis class. Is it also freelancing skill? Yes, you can use your data analysis skill to work online. All right. If they are teaching you how to monetize that skill, how to search for jobs, how to build your profile, how to do all of that, it's a good one. All right. I am a certified HR manager and also a talent consulting agent. Can I get a virtual role? Yes. A lot of these big firms, they are looking for recruiters. So you can work as a recruiter even in Nigeria. All right. Must I use a laptop? For a VA and customer service job, you may need to use a laptop, yes. But when I got my first job, I did not really have a laptop. It was when I got my first job that, the excitement, I and my husband ran to go and get a laptop for myself. So don't be limited by what you have. Please, what can a dentist do? Do you know that nowadays you can provide virtual consultation online? So if you're in the medical field, you can look towards that angle. Going for jobs where you would need to be providing consultation online or working in a health-related field, all right? So that your knowledge of health is applied in that way. Okay, so I don't want it to hit 9 o'clock. I don't want to keep people waiting. It's tomorrow is a Monday. A lot of you will be working, so I don't want to take too much time. If there are no more questions, you are a marketer. People are looking to pay you well as long as you are able to sell for them, right? So if you already have a skill, you can come to our training and learn how to monetize that skill and how to package your skill and provide services, right? And how to apply for jobs and where to get those jobs. If you don't have any skill at all, coming on board on our trainings, you can learn skills. We teach, I think, 20 plus skills that you can monetize and begin to earn. All right. The class is starting first week of November. Registration is on. I'm giving people, enough time to register. That is why I held this class today. So you have enough time to prepare yourself, not just preparing financially, enough time to prepare yourself mentally, enough time to remove distractions from your way, because it's going to be a serious class. All right. Also, how do you work for companies where Nigerians are not accepted? The company where I work right now, I am the only Nigerian, but they employed me. In fact, in the job post, they said they needed someone who, they say knowledge of German is a plus. I cannot speak German, but I applied. You see whether imposter syndrome, I kicked it off. And I got the job, and I've been working there now that's my major job. I have other, hustles that from other companies as, part-time. So you don't necessarily need to hide the fact that you're a Nigerian. Yes, is it harder to get a job as a Nigerian? If you are being honest, yes. But if you hide and lie that you're not in Nigeria, the day that network will mess you up, what will you say? The day that they want to send you something. For example, my company sent me Starlink satellite internet. They sent it to my home, to my house. Well, which address would I have given them? This company, sometimes they send you gifts. They sent me accompanying card, like accompanying debit card, or what was it called? So which address would I have given them if I say I'm not in Nigeria? So sometimes I believe, for me, I think it is good that you go for a job where they know who you are, they know where you are. But if you feel like you want to hide your location, you want to use a VPN, I don't know. I don't advise that. My students who get jobs, everybody knows that they are Nigerian. They are working and earning in dollars. So I don't think being a Nigerian is a limitation. Please, are the 20 skills part of the training? Yes, they are. I already listed them, right? Appointment setting, lead generation, email management, calendar, travel, graphic design, all of these are things that we teach. Can someone collaborate with you for the training? As in bringing my candidate to enroll for this program? Yes, send me a DM. We can discuss collaboration. All right. Is there a recorded course, or is it just the cohort class that we'll learn from? So our classes are live, right? As you are talking, is live. We also have recorded videos, right? We have recorded videos that we share to aid learning, but majority of the class, the 5 week, will be having 2 live classes every week. Okay. I learned from experience that virtual jobs are discriminatory only for those in US and UK. How can we be considered? I am a living witness. I work for a company in Europe. I work for companies in the US, Canada. I've worked with companies in Asia. I'm a living proof. All of them know that I'm in Nigeria. They all know. So if you say, if this company does not want you, you leave them and move to another one now. Someone wants your skill. And if you prove that you are good, you know what you're doing, they will go for you. So if someone is being racist or being discriminatory, leave them and go for somebody else. Someone will always want you, okay? What time of the day do the live classes take place? We usually have them in the evening so that we can accommodate people who are working. But even if you miss any class, the classes are recorded, so you can always watch the recording. What skills are sellable for a VA? This one, you want me to answer it for you? A lot of skills now. Find what works for you, build yourself, and you'll be able to sell and market yourself well. Okay. If you're always jumping, they tell you they tell you coding is sellable and is bringing the big bucks. You go and try learning coding, you cannot learn it. Or you can learn it. It works for you. If you cannot learn it, you leave it. Okay. So just find what you're good at, build on it, become a guru at it, and you will earn well. All right. When is the class starting? First week of November. What if I pay now? If you want to take advantage of the 15K offer, then I think you need to pay now because it's for the first 15 people. All right. After that, it goes back to 20,000 naira. Okay, I have an iPad. Can I use it for my customer service job? Well, if the iPad can do everything a computer can do, why not? I don't really know if you will have limitations. Can you download all of the apps, CRM that will be needed, call tools, VoIP tools? If it can, then you may be able to use it for your work. Okay. Okay, so I think I've taken all questions. If you pay now or tomorrow, when are you starting the class? It's a group class, please. It will start in November. You know, when you are learning, some of you have paid for courses online where, you know, you just pay and they give you automatic access to the course. And you realize that you watch 1, 2, 3 videos and then that's it. You're not gingered to finish the course. So that's why we prefer to do a group learning, so that as people are doing, you are ginger to learn. As people are dropping their job offer, nobody will tell you to enter the field. So that's why I prefer to go for group learning, because it helps you stay on track. You have accountability partners, you have assignments, so that, you know, you'll be forced to finish up. All right. Okay, so I have taken our questions. For those paying in installments, can we still be granted access to the ebook? Only for you, Fumi. Reach out to me and remind me, and I'll give you access to the ebook. Okay. So it's 5 minutes. Can you see slide 15? You want to take a screenshot. Okay. You are taking screenshot of my slide. You are taking screenshot of my slide. It's good though. Oda. What do we have in 15? This is my 15. Oh. What do you want to screenshot? Let me know what is the title of that page so that I can look for it for you. Yeah, which page? What was written on the page? Is it the bank details? Let me know. Which page is page 15? Course outline. Okay. Okay. All right. It is farming. Apart from the fee, is the skills you are teaching free? I don't understand. The only thing we charge you is the one-time payment of 20,000, right? After that, there's no other payments in the academy. You have live access to the alumni group for free. Certificate is for free. And then we teach you for the 5 weeks for the money you've paid. All right. Okay, so we have come to a beautiful end of this training. I hope you've learned something. Please give me a thumbs up if you learned something. Give me a thumbs up if you learned anything new. Okay, thank you very much. So I'll be dropping more details in the group chat. I hope to see you in class, right? You have until November for the class to start. So enjoy your weekend. Have a blessed day and bye-bye.